How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. I'm Randall, aka Shizukatz.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be kicking off our gameplay block for Spy Family with a Fiona mirror. Oh, Lord.
Very fun, very exciting.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so both of us are going to be playing the Fiona level 1 combo in this video. I'm going to be playing the Anya choice top end, which you guys might have seen in our recent deck profile.
And on my end, my top end is going to be Loid. So even though our early games are going to be very sameys, I am going to be going a very different route. Not only with the Loid combo, but also with a different climax line, which for the purposes of Spy Family can have quite a big effect. There are a couple of my implications here. One is that the level 0 of Sylvia will now have the entire climax line to be able to activate her on play and on death top check 5 by discarding a pants effect. But the downside is that I don't get to run choice, and choice is a really nice trigger in Spy Family, especially since if you trigger a choice, you can salvage any counter. And the main game plan of the Spy Family deck is to use counters to protect the level 1 Fionas. So give some, take some, and we're going to see how this is going to shake out.
Yeah. Fiona, though, is a very, very high impact level 1 game, especially with double Anya Brainstorm. And so basically this game at level 1 is going to be who can get more of their Fiona board and double Anya Brainstorm more consistently.
It's all about the setup, and if you can't set up, you're going to have to find a way to try to fight back by perhaps siding and then just holding the counters in your hand. My particular list, I have built it with a bit more kind of like English specific current meta in mind, which doesn't count for the upcoming Chainsaw Man set. But as a result, it might also indirectly help my personal Spy Family matchup with this level 0 Agent Twilight, which is a clock bomb and also on play gives a character 2k. So this might be able to help me swing the tide in my favor. So we'll see how this game goes.
This is going to be a spicy game for sure. So let's get right into it. So for this block, because Mike is a Spy Family owner in JP, we do have some Spy Family going first, second cards. So for those of you who can't read, this one is going first, this one's going second.
One is the
civilian
they're civilians, and then the other is their actual, hidden identities.
All right, so I'm going to be going first. And let's kick this round off.
Yeah. So just based off of just like how we have built our deck list, I feel like just by the inclusion of my level 1 Loid Bomb, I might have an upper edge at level 1. However, my current deck doesn't really have an answer to the early play Anya if he does go for that setup. So I will have to find a way to pressure through that and hopefully get to a point where I can just kill him with my level 3 Loids. So it's going to be very interesting back and forth here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this game.
Just like the Anya level 3 that I'm running in my deck, you do have the option to run an event that can early play your Loid level 3, but typically the way this deck tends to go is just to hold the resource until 3 and then just use it like a normal finisher combo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, let's see. So I'm probably gonna... let's discard 3.
Okay.
So we'll ditch those 3.
I will also pitch 3. I had a consideration for keeping the Twilight Climax Swapper since he's 2/5. But I don't want him to just be able to kill it with his Yoriki on the second turn. But otherwise, I think this card can get quite a bit of value, just based off of the fact that Spy Family level 0 line is pretty low power overall. But I'll pitch it anyways.
Okay.
Right.
So I'll be going first, draw for turn. I guess Helmet's the worst card in my hand.
Oh, his hand is really good then.
So we'll draw 2 cards. And we're going to open with another helmet. So this helmet also has the on-play effect where when it's placed on stage from hand, I reveal the top card of my deck. And if it was a character, I would add it to my hand and discard a card. But it is not, so we're just going to leave it on top. And we'll just go with a direct attack for 2.
Okay. Guess what? Draw for turn.
Go ahead.
Alright. We want all copies of our Fiona changers, the defense mode, to go into our waiting room by the time we get to level 1. So we want to clock these and get rid of them from our hand. So clock that, draw 2. Alright. Let's see. I feel pretty comfortable attacking here twice, I think. So let's go with that. Start with a level 0 Yor. She has a startup where I can pitch 2 cards and bottom deck her to summon a character from my waiting room where their level is at level extra lower, which is meant for the purpose of being able to cheat out level 3 Loid. For now though, she's a 3/5.
Yeah. Just for clarity, it's not like cheating it out early, it's cheating the stock cost.
Yeah, cheating the stock cost. And then I'm just gonna play a drop search, but obviously we don't have any stock, we just want to attack twice. Alright, so let's go front. 4/1.
Cancel.
And direct. Salvage. 4/3.
Cancel.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, draw for turn. Let's start by clocking a 2/1 Anya event. That's not something that we need right now, and we can use level 0s in our deck that can grab this later on.
Yep.
This is quite a hand we've got here. We're going to start with an Anya Brainstorm. Just to see if we can get anything here. We hit 1.
Okay.
Huh. How am I going to want to do this? This is actually kind of tricky. This is quite tricky indeed. I think I'm going to grab the helmet here rather than grab the level 1 combo. We can use the helmet effect to get rid or to grab the level 1 combo if needed. But first, I want to play this to potentially grab something better off the top because my hand is not the best right now. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And I will discard a choice.
Okay.
And this is probably going to look a bit weird. We're going to play our Climax swap, and we're going to play the Anya Brainstorm that we just got to the front row.
Hey, there's always some method in the madness.
Okay, and then from there, we'll go into attacks. I am going to crash 2/5 into your 2/5, just in the interest of having you have 1 less attacker for 2.
Cancel.
And then a direct for 2.
Okay. 2's good. Alright, over to my turn. Stand and draw. Ooh, that's the perfect draw. You love to see it.
Oh no.
Yeah, drawing this Anya Brainstorms means we don't have to look for one off of our Reiki here. Alright, so we're gonna clock green here with the level 1 Twilight. Draw 2. Oh, these are good cards.
Wow.
Whoa, this deck has good cards. Alright, let's see the order of operations here. I'm going to start with a level 0 Sylvia. On play, I will pitch the Loid Pants that I salvaged last turn to look at up to the top 5 cards of my deck and add up to 1 Berlin character.
Yo, you can add a level 1 Fiona.
And I will add a level... Well, actually... Yeah, I might as well. Alright, so I'll add the Yor. I wanted to do the Sylvia before the Yor because I wanted to see if I could grab something that I needed off of the top check 5, and then I could use Yor for my other target. But we're gonna go with the Yor now. On play, pay 1, clock ourselves, search our deck for a level 1 and lower. Just grab the Fiona combo.
Yep.
There you are. And then I'm going to activate her second effect now. On play, reveal top. If it's a Berlin character, she gets 2k for the turn. Now that's a pretty good card, so I'm going to grab it. With the Twilight helmet of my own. On play, top check, add. And I'll pitch this your. Don't need to. And then I'm going to brainstorm because there is a 1-0 Fiona in my waiting room. I also want to pay out the changer. If I can hit here, then I'll be guaranteed 2 combos next turn. I do not. Alright, let's go into attack.
Yep.
Start with a Frontier for 2.
Take 2. I would like those.
Let's see. Do I want to Twin Drive with a Sylvia to pay out the Memory Kick counter? Honestly, I don't think the Memory Kick counter is super important in this matchup, so I'll let it be. So I'll direct here with the Yor for 2.
1, 2, take 2.
Okay. And Sylvia, I can either pay the Fiona out Twin Drive, or I can clock myself to Twin Drive. So would I rather pay that out, or would I rather clock myself for 1 extra stock? I think let's just be a bit more conservative and we'll just pay that out. So direct, pay 1, and I trigger twice. First trigger, grab pants.
Yep.
Second trigger, so that's 3.
1, 2, 3, and we did get another. We did get our first Fiona in our waiting room. We're gonna go ahead and level blue, and then send the rest to waiting room. And there is 1 stuck in our clock, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we have 3 more to potentially work with. So let's see how we do on this turn. Draw for turn. I'm gonna clock the 3/2 Anya. Draw 2. Alright, I think we're just gonna do some brainstorms. The reason I really wanted to attack twice last turn was so I could brainstorm twice this turn.
Yep.
So we'll go with our first brainstorm and hopefully we can hit.
Hopefully we can hit.
Hopefully we can hit.
And also get some more Sylvias in the waiting room, or
Fionas.
that girl, Fiona.
Alright, we did hit. And with this, we will be getting a copy of our level 1 combo. So we want to be conscious about the number of cards in our deck because each Fiona combo goes through 1 card. And we want to be able to have enough cards in our deck to change at the start of the Encore step. So let's see, what is our next plan? Okay, so I will probably just use the helmet effect to grab my third combo, even though I don't have a third defensive Fiona in my waiting room. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to discard my anti-change counter. It's not super useful. Your early play gets all of the value from its on-play effect.
Yep.
So we'll grab our Fiona, and we're going to play triple Fiona. And we're going to go from there.
Consider... I'll check your waiting room on my turn.
Oh, you can go ahead. Right.
Okay. Let's see. So we know that his 2 events are out, so he doesn't have 1 in hand. He has 1 counter in waiting room, anti-change in waiting room, both Becky's in waiting room. And then he's showing 5 in waiting room for climaxes. Okay.
Alright, we'll go to climax phase and we're going to play our climax.
Yep.
So Fiona's climax combo says on attack, I look at top 3 cards of my deck, choose one of them, choose a brilliant character from among them, add it to my hand, put the rest back on top of my deck. So the remaining 2, one of them will become the trigger, and then one of them will be part of the next top check 3. So let's start with this Fiona. Let's look at top 3. So here's the 3 here. I'm going to add a Anya level 3 to my hand. And we'll rearrange the top 2 like this. And this is going to be a front attack for 2.
Okay.
And we already have our 2 Anya brainstorms, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that one go. Next one, let's look at top 3. I will add Let's add the level 0 Anya. Put the remaining 2 on top. And then we're going to trigger the 4th Fiona.
Okay. Level. Let's see. Let's level Sylvia.
And then for the final one, attack. Check top 3. I'm going to add the other level 3.
Yep.
Put these... Actually, wait. No, I probably shouldn't do that. I'm going to take another level 0 Anya, and then we're going to trigger the level 3.
Okay.
Because then it's easier for me to...
Pay it out, then pitch hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Or at least for the number of cards that I'm comfortable pitching on my next turn, I think. At start of Encore Step, we'll use the Fiona's changes. I don't believe the positioning of these matters, so we'll just go ahead and just put them on these ones.
Yeah, I think all of the power boosts in our respective decks are all global anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so now when these come into play via change, the Anya effect will activate, giving them 1,000 until the end of the turn after they change. So these Fionas, normally they are 500 printed, but during my turn they get 4k, and during Mike's turn they get plus 6k, making them currently 6/5 plus 2k, 8/5 on defense.
Very chunky. Okay. Stand and draw. Okay, what are we doing here?
How many cards in deck?
6.
That's what I like to hear.
1.
Yeah, a really big constraining factor about running the Fiona combo is that if your deck is too small, then if you want to change, then you're forced to take less cards off the combo.
Exactly. Let's think. To what depths of low hand am I personally willing to go here? Can Twilight, pitch, Fiona, Twilight. Six, 7, 9. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. No clock. And then I'm gonna activate Twilight's startup effect to pitch a card, sack itself to salvage a combo. Play the combo, and then I'm gonna play this level 1 Twilight. I'll play top check, and then if it's a character, I can give a character 2k. So I'll give the Fiona 2k, play another Fiona, play Brainstorm. And I think position-wise, that is the one that makes sense.
So how many cards in hand right now?
I have 3 cards in hand right now.
Oh, so you're going to be going to
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah, oftentimes, I find in this particular deck, especially if you kind of have to minus to set up your board, you're not going to have a lot of actual hand size on your first combo turn, but it's more important that you actually set up your board in the first place. Because if you can't set up the Fionas, then the rest of the game just kind of snowballs out of control. So we're going to go with this line and then play a 1k1.
Yep.
Alright. The first card is clean, so I can attack with Twilight here. And you'll go to 2, refresh to 1/6, so there's no worry of you going to 2-0. Alright. Actually, hold on. Let me think. You're out 6, right?
I'm out 3 of each. No, 4 choice, 2 pants.
Cards in hand?
6.
Okay. So I have some consideration here for attacking with this Fiona first, because if I attack here, that lane is the one that he's incentivized to counter with. And if he counters, then he's forced to blind stock one, which is probably a climax because he top checked that and moved that on the bottom. And he's still missing 2. I assume he has 1 pants in hand, 1 pants in deck. So I could do that. At the same time, though, going with that line means that I will lose 1 Fiona of my own, which is not super enticing. I think here we're going to play for the long game and just try to make sure our own Fionas are healthy on defense. So I am going to attack here first after all, I think. Or actually, I can attack... So I can side here. No, we'll just front here. Alright, so we'll front for 2.
Cancel.
Yep, and then I'm going to activate his on reverse effect, sending that Fiona to the clock.
Yeah, and then because my character is not on the board at the end of the opponent's character's attack, I don't get to use the effect.
Alright, so now we're going to side. So I am currently attacking for 9k to his 8-5, so while I could force a counter here, I'd rather just save my character. So I'm going to activate Climax Combo, top check 3 of my own. And I'll grab the level 0 Twilight, and then side for 2.
Okay. So I'm going back with 7, missing a pants. And you're how many out currently?
4.
4? Okay. I'll have to get a count of that after this turn's done.
Tap.
So siding for 2?
Yeah.
Cancel.
Okay. And then here we'll front, top check 3. We'll grab Sylvia and front for 3.
1, cancel.
Okay. Start of Encore. We're going to do the same thing Randall did. Set up Fiona's, and each of these get 1,000 per Anya.
Yep.
So they will be 8-5 on your turn as well.
Okay. Can I check winning room?
Go ahead.
Alright, let's take a look-see. There's only 1 counter in here, which means that Mike likely has the other one in his hand. So what climaxes are out? There is Fiona, 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 Loid, Loid. And I think this one's a Loid climax. So you probably have 1 Loid climax at the bottom of your deck, and 1 Loid climax and 1 Fiona climax in your hand, I think. Right. Start of your Encore.
Yes.
I change back. All right. Stand and draw. And then my Anya's effect gives me plus 2k here. So I'm currently 8k on offense. And then if I play a climax, I would be 9k.
Yep.
Draw for a turn. I'm going to clock one of the level 0 Anyas I got last turn. Draw 2. Let's go with a Brainstorm. Let's see if we can get this.
That's going to be a very common first main phase action in this deck. Let's go with a Brainstorm, see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if I can... Alright.
Ooh.
I hit. I think I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to get this. So I'm going to get this Fiona.
Yep.
And then I'm going to... So there's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I'm going to Brainstorm K this one out.
Nice.
And we miss, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Now the question is if I'm okay with...
Fronting.
Yeah.
Because that particular Fiona is naturally bigger.
But if you have counter, then like you have counter.
Yeah.
So... Well, I'm definitely playing this. And then... Double check my waiting room real quick. I have a lot of hand now. Now that I'm looking. I have a lot of hand. I think I'll play this Yor, and I'll reveal a top card in my deck.
That's a counter.
It is a Soul Trigger.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, I don't know if I can actually do anything with this. Maybe I can leverage a 3 damage attack by attacking here first. Because if this is actually a climax like I think it is, then if you refund counter, then you have to lose the climb. You have to lose the cancel, and you potentially take 3.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some interesting potential lines here.
And like, I also have the option to just like rearrange the top 3 cards in my deck, so I can actually save this trigger for a later attack as well.
Exactly. I think worst case, that top trigger being confirmed clean means that you can start with a comfortable side if you needed to.
Maybe. And then if this happens to not actually be the climax, then maybe the side for 2 can just go in. Because I do have to consider the possibility of you just having both of the remaining climaxes in your hand still. So, yeah.
Yeah, because on the previous turn, well, no. Yeah. There's like some, like, I think this game has been a lot of like inferring information based on like what is the available information, but that can only go so far sometimes.
I mean, like, that's just what you would expect from the spies.
Spies, yeah, exactly.
Literally the
Oh,
spies.
it's so good. It's so nice.
So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to continue respecting your Fionas and the counter that I think you have in your hand by attacking with this one first, but side attacking, rearranging the top cards on my deck so that this is not on top, so that I can side here and do a side for 2.
Okay.
I think that is what I'm gonna go with, and then I will do double change. So we'll do that. I'm gonna side here, rearrange top 3. I think... Alright, change of plans.
Oh.
So I'm going to add the counter to my hand,
Yes.
rearrange like this, and then side for 2.
Okay.
And it is the climax.
His previous deductive reasoning turned out to be the exact scenario. So I am going back 5. Okay, there you go. Refresh point. An important thing about siding with Fiona, again, we have to reiterate because this might be confusing to people. Fiona's effect of top checking 3 on the defensive mode only activates at the end of her battle.
At the end
of the opponent's battling character's attack.
Yeah, so if I'm siding, then there is no battle.
There is no battle for it to be the end of opponent's character's battle, so my top check 3 does not activate here.
Alright, so we're going to attack with this Fiona next. We're going to top check 3, rearrange. We're going to take nothing.
Okay.
Huh.
Cards in hand?
Full hand.
Okay.
So I'm perfectly fine with taking nothing. So we're going to trigger choice.
Okay.
I'm going to... I'm going to stock this 3-2 because there's already one in here. So this is going to be a direct for 3.
Yeah. Okay, 3's good. Level. We only need one good doggy, so we'll level the other doggy.
Okay. I'm going to enter Encore Step.
Okay, that's a lot of climaxes.
And we're going to change twice. And,
Was that a top check 3 climaxes? Woo-wee!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, draw for turn. Actually, no, not draw for turn. I need to change back into offensive form.
Yeah.
Now we draw for turn.
I changed my Fiona to attack mode.
Hey. Okay. Guess we're siding this turn. This is about what I expected for Fiona's Mirrors, honestly speaking. We're gonna... A lot of mutual respect for the defensive mode plus counter. And since there's going to be a lot of stacking climaxes, there's going to be a lot of siding. Exactly what I envisioned. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? Let's clock. So we did end the previous turn with a bit less hand than we would have preferred. So we're going to try to catch up a bit now. Let's see. I'm going to take this opportunity to, you guessed it, brainstorm.
Wow.
Wow. Perform the action that gives us the most lines first, and we'll see what happens. We hit 1. I could go for the early play heal and choose the 3k mode to actually get over counter range. That's pretty nice. What else do I want here? I could also go for a Loid. Just to start prepping for my level 3 game. I could also go for a Bond to make my Fionas even larger. There's so many options. I could even go for Anti-Change to make him side again.
Wow, I would really appreciate it if you don't do that.
Oh, there's so many options here. Let's see. I can just take everything. All right, so I'm going to take a bit to kind of just consider everything, because I feel like this is going to be the pivotal turning point of the game, because each of these offer a very different strategy that I'm about to embark on. If I go with the Bond, I can actually get rid of his top climax right now, and then that'll make sure that he, on top of obviously the Bond offering a lot of extra power, I can try to push for more damage aggressively. Playing the Bond will also give my Fionas an extra 3,000 power because I have 2 Anya Brainstorms here. So this will make them go up to 11k, which is actually out of counter range of both Fionas. So this is actually a really attractive proposition right now. Fiona, let me double check the math. 6, 7 from Climax, 9 from Double Change, 12 from Bond. So they'll attack for 12 over the 8/5s of the level 1s. And the Bond gets rid of a Climax. So this line I really, really like right now. I think it's probably between this and this. I'm not going to really respect the anti-change. You know what? I just convinced myself. I talked myself into getting Bond. We're going to get the good dog here.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to play dog. Move into the back row. Activate his startup. If I have an Anya Brainstorm on the field, I look at his top deck, and let's just get rid of that thing. And this setup also allows us to comfortably get over counter range, not only on these, but also on the Anya as well. Because I was already considering a line where I went for this line, but then I would need to side if I wanted to keep the Anya around. But this line, the Anya also gets a global 15 from here. Oh, this line is so nice. Alright, let's go. 1k1.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Would I prefer that you have the ability to check what you draw next turn, the top check 3 cards, or would I prefer to have a higher chance of sticking damage? I think I would rather you have less opportunity for your next upcoming draws. So I'm going to make sure I attack with these lanes first and attack with the Brainstorm last, because I don't want you to resolve the Fiona on the last attack here. I think. Either way, I think it's safe to start with one of these Fionas. So we're going to front and Climax combo. Alright, we're going to grab the level 3 finisher and front for 2.
Alright. Surprise.
Surprise!
It's a Climax. Alright, I will use the effect.
Yep.
For the first time, I think, this game.
Yeah, we finally we've broken the Cold War here.
And that just works out. Alright.
Okay. We're gonna go as planned here. And front as well. Top check. No ad. Front for 2.
I wonder if he's gonna end his turn with a climax on top of his turn. Take 2.
Okay.
I don't want these getting stuck on my level 2 clock, so...
Of course.
My level 2 clock. So these are going to be the ones that I keep on top of my deck. All right, now we top check 3 again.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then front. Wow.
Why is it 3?
Alright, so front for 3.
I really did not want that to be for 3.
Hey, nice.
Alright.
Encore step. Mild-mannered office worker Fiona is back on stage.
Yep.
Alright, so this is the kind of golden setup if you're still on Fiona's by the time you get to level 2. These Fionas are 11-5 on Randall's turn. Chonky girls.
Okay, let's start by clocking this card we don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Draw 2. Alright, let's see. What is the plan here? So you have... That's there. I guess that works too. I'm gonna start by playing a climax swap. We're gonna swap the pants in my hand for the choice here. And now we have 7 in waiting room.
Okay.
So I don't need to. No, do I? Hold on. No, I don't. I don't need to brainstorm here. So I'm going to play Anya, and I'm going to use her effect to top check 3 for an event.
Yes.
There's no event.
Yep.
Then I'm going to play another Anya. I'm going to top check 3 for an event. There's no event. Refresh with 7. I'm going to pray I don't clock...
Refresh the 2-1.
I'm going to pray I don't clock the other 2.
It's gonna happen.
If I clock the other 2-1, it's doomed.
It's a triple ramp turn.
It's actually doomed. Alright. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, perfect. I'll use her other effect, discarding a Berlin character to search for the 2-1 event.
Yeah. Perfect way to rig your waiting so that you guarantee can get an Anya 3-2 in there.
Yeah, you know
because that is where it changes from.
Yeah, you know what's the crazy part?
You have a changer? Right there. Let's go.
Alright, so we'll play the event.
Yep.
I need 4 or more characters on stage in order to play the event. I sacrifice specifically this Anya, and I play this Anya.
Yes.
Okay. And now we're all good to go. Put this here just to threaten this.
That is 3-5.
This is 3-5 with climax, and then you're...
I am just a 3.
You're just 3. You can counter that if you want, I guess. Okay. Let's go climax phase. You are extremely large, and I will still respect counter, so we're going to side here. I'll pay 1, discard 1 to Mocha 3.
And would you know it?
Wow, I wonder if there's a climax there. Wow, look, a climax.
Would you know it?
And then I heal 1. And this is going to be a side for 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then next we will front here for 2, 3. I have no climax to get.
Okay. Let me just give this a quick thought. So when he changes, he's going to go to 12. Change your space 10, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so 12k. What are my options to go to 12? Let's see. When I change back into Fiona's, there'll be 8k base. 9-5 with 1. Brainstorm 11. I guess if I countered with Anya, next turn Fiona will be 12k to 12k. So that is an option. Shall I use a card just for this? I'm not gonna bother.
Sure.
Guess what?
Why couldn't you just reflect counter the climax? All right. Do I want to go for a front or a side here? If I go for a front, it potentially gives me more damage. If I go for a side, or if I go for a front, then you get to rearrange top 3.
Mm-hmm. Help me with my future draw. Side here will preserve your guy. Perhaps get a higher chance of dealing damage. I don't get to. The favorite thing that I like about these Fionas is it forces both players to actually think. Instead of just like normal wise, just like, oh, front. If I'm bigger front, if I'm smaller side or whatever, you know.
I think I'll side.
Okay.
I'm feeling a trigger.
Alright.
Never mind. For 1?
One's good.
Okay, start of Encore.
Yes.
I will change into the other one. She will get plus 2k cross turn.
She's just an elementary school girl.
And then I will use my top check up to 5 because I have 5.
Marker.
Oh yeah, marker. Yeah. And then I will top check up to 5. 1, 2.
Pondering the 2.
Honestly, this card's pretty good. I'm gonna stop there, take this, and then I'll drop this, and then your turn to do stuff.
All right. Zoop. Zoop. So it's important for me to go one at a time on my Encore step because while my Anya's still on the board, even though she will go to the weight room, I need to change first so that I can get the extra 1,000 power that Anya assigns when I do change.
Well, you can only change first.
Oh, true, yeah. True. Because this is at the start of Encore.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Forget what I said. Anyways, they have the extra 1,000 from the Anya still.
Yes.
Okay. Stand and draw, and I hope I can see a climax with my dog. Very exciting. Alright, let's see.
Waku waku.
Waku waku! Alright, so we need to pay out 1 stock. How do I want to pay out 1 stock? If I brainstorm, it's kind of awkward to climax combo. But at the same time, I have like more than enough hand already, so I could brainstorm and just attack 3 times with the climax, and that's no problem. Let's think about other productive ways to use that 1 stock. Let's see. Okay. So the immediate thought is brainstorm just to pay it out and then just attack 3 times. Which honestly seems fine. I do want to try to challenge the Anya though. Right now the Fionas are at 9-5. So I guess
You could just not.
nah, I'm good. I would rather, because like I feel like you have so little other Anyas in your hand, if any, so I really want to get rid of any Anyas that you might have right now. Okay, so if I helmet and grab back a brainstorm, that will help me reach my threshold. I could also brainstorm, but then if I brainstorm and helmet, then that leaves me with only 3 cards in deck, and that's really awkward. So I'd have to refresh with 1 less. But I mean, like he's playing Anya. He doesn't have reach with Anya, so that's probably okay, right?
You say that, but you underestimate the power of Mocha 3. It's clean.
Mocha 3, it's clean.
And
Trigger
you eat
and
it.
trigger for 4.
I was wrong once already, man.
What if? Clock draw 2, helmet for brainstorm. Okay, this line seems terrible. Hold on. Clock, draw 2. Climax combo, attack. And I just play a 1-cost guy.
Just a 1-cost guy? 1-cost guy? Oh, just to... Okay, sure.
So if I clock, I go up to 9 hand. Helmet. Play guy. Okay, this is more than fine. I'll have enough hand. I'm gonna climax combo in this line anyways. Okay, I'm gonna clock. Alright, I'm clocking. Wait, do I need to clock?
Would you rather clock, or would you rather just slam your?
Your?
Yeah, I mean, you just flashed a Ricky.
Oh. That's true, actually. Would I rather clock?
Because that gets rid of the stock that you wanted to pay out anyway, right?
True. It would get rid of 2 cards. Attack,
just like clocking.
Attack, 1. Actually, you're right about that. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. So, no clock, on play, pay 1, clock herself, search. Oh, brainstorm.
See, now you're chilling.
I don't even need to helmet.
You just play brainstorm here?
Yeah, Second effect, on play top check. She gets 2k.
Yep.
Pew, pew.
Yep.
I guess technically this is more... Okay.
Whoa.
Arf, get rid of that.
What? I'm so sad. I'm sad. Can you not?
Front for 3.
Oh my god. I'm so sad. Alright, we're gonna level the dog just in case we need a hard play. The thingy.
Right. I'm gonna front here.
Yeah.
So 12k climax combo. I'm
upset.
I'm gonna add this level 0 Loid that gives me a stock.
What exactly does that one
So
do?
on play, I can just send a card from hand to stock. And then when another character attacks, it gets 15.
15? Oh,
because it's base 1/5.
Oh, okay.
Trigger for 2.
Alright, I'm gonna refund counter.
Sure. Would you like the refund?
I will refund.
Okay. So that's 2.
Okay, take 2.
And then front, top, check 3. Add Loid. Trigger for 2.
1, 2. I'm dying.
Start of Encore.
Start of Encore.
Here you go. Actually, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll pitch a counter.
Alright. Stand and draw.
Okay.
Alright, not much to do but brainstorm right now. Brainstorm.
Yep.
Okay, I did not blind stock a climax. Hit 1. Alright, let's get Anya. Waku. Pay 2.
Yeah. This Anya is just like, the whole change package is really nice, especially the more you get to have it live and keep changing back and forth.
Yeah. Alright, how many are you out?
I'm out 6. Missing
2 Loid?
Missing 2 Loid.
Alright, that's clean. So we'll move this here.
Attack with something else first.
Alright, how big is this? This is...
11/5.
Very large?
Yeah, 11/5.
Alright, cool. We'll just side and give plus on side.
Dude, I'm about to get Mocha 3'd.
You're just dead. Alright. Direct.
Yes.
For 4.
4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that assigns soul?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, no.
Oh wait, is it?
This card gets soul. Yeah. I was
Direct for 5.
Yeah, I was like, it's a 5?
Direct for 5.
I can't believe I'm dead.
If you take this 5, you're just dead.
I'm just dead.
You're like omega dead.
Oh my, I can't bear to watch. Hey,
See ya. See ya, nerd.
I believe in the power of
your dead.
Of Fiona, I guess, because the family's not really applicable here.
Oh.
2,
Oh.
3, 4.
Scooby-Doo!
Oh, I'm just dead! I can't believe I'm just dead!
I can't believe
I just goes. level.
Man, I can't believe you're dead.
Yeah, Jackie. Well, we definitely front here, right?
Do I?
Do you?
I don't.
Or I guess you can side.
I mean, like, if you have refund counter, which I don't think I ever saw you get rid of, you can have that side.
Okay.
Pay 1.
Yes.
Ditch.
Yes.
Oh.
I can still cancel. I can still cancel.
Heal 1.
He gets rid of 2. I still have more in there.
For 3.
Please trigger.
3.
I'm dead. Let's go.
He doesn't have reach. Ain't no way.
Oh my! I can't believe 5 is reach.
And then this would be what? I would have to front here.
Yeah, no, and then we checked that it was a like this. So you get rid of that, and then the 3 sticks.
Okay, and then if I double change, if you live, okay, I would probably just.
Yeah.
And what's my top card? Oh, not a climax this time. Okay.
Oh, let's go.
He had everything.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I couldn't get super compressed because
well, hold on. Before we like get rid of all the stock, let's go ahead and we can talk about like what the play
Okay,
is.
sure. So I have 9 stock right now.
So you need 8, right?
Typically, if you did want to hard play and get triple Twilight, because his climax combo was on attack pay 2, you would need a cumulative 10 stock at the beginning of your turn. To hard play 3, go to 4 stock, and have enough to pay for all 3 effects. However, with the level 0 Yor that we play on the very first turn, her effect can finally come into use, where we can discard 2 cards, send this to the bottom of our deck to cheat out a Twilight from our waiting room for free. If we don't have a Twilight already in waiting room, we can just pitch one as part of our cost, and this allows us to triple with only 8 stock, which we have 9, so we'll have plenty. Well, we had the combo there.
Yeah, and then even if you don't have this, your build is actually running that hand to stock,
Right.
Which it makes it so that you only need 9 stock to start your turn.
Exactly. And one of the really nice things about Twilight, like Randall mentioned in our box opening, is that all of the level 3 double word finishers that have the changes, they're actually really undercosted compared to what they actually do. So one thing that's really nice about Twilight is that he's a really offensive finisher that tries to end the game there. So it's okay that we don't have an on-play heal effect or anything like that. But in exchange, we don't have to like pay to discard one or anything, and the lack of an actual discard cost for his combo means that we can really aggressively use cards that cheat out, that basically convert our hand into stock. So like the level 0 Loid, we could have put an extra card and that's 10 stock, or the Yor. So multiple ways to kind of cheat into the triple Twilight turn. And Twilight himself is a pretty good finisher.
Yeah,
burn 3, if cancel, burn 1.
Yeah, I actually think this card is actually really good inclusion, potentially just even in this deck, because the thing that this card does that the Yor doesn't do is that if you have Fiona stuck in your hand at your level 1 turn, you basically need to have like either Helmet or it's basically just Helmet, right? You need to have like Helmet in order to get this out of your hand. And so this can become another way you can send it to stock and then pay it out for like Brainstorm or something.
For Spy Family, one of the biggest downfalls early game is if you can't have enough of your setup ready to go. Oftentimes, this is why it's really important, like Randall did, to attack twice, because every stock that you have converts into either having more chances to find Fionas through the Yoriki or Brainstorm, or just using multiple Brainstorms to get more waiting room to send the 1-0s into your waiting room, right? So early game, you could convert this not only to get rid of the 1-0 Fiona, but also that can go into a Brainstorm or a Ricky. So if you went first, right, and your opponent was really aggressive on their turn 1 going second, and you just got straight hit to level 1, you could use the Loid to do the same play. Again, you might -1 hand for this maneuver, but again, like I demonstrated in this game, my climax combo turn left me with only 4 cards in hand on my first combo turn, but that didn't really matter because I knew that it was really important to actually have the setup. Once you have the setup, if you know the matchup, you're gonna have way too much hand in like exactly like the next turn. It's really I cannot overstate it, how important it is for you to get double Brainstorm, double Fiona, to have that setup. Yeah,
like if you do like a triple combo turn and then you end that turn with like 3 hand, if your opponent doesn't answer any of them, then like you can combo next turn and go straight up to 7.
Exactly. Probably. Yeah. So this is a card that like I just put in this deck. I actually haven't gotten to test it because like when I was previously like testing with the Anya build, I just never really felt a need for it. But the more I think about the potential downfalls of like how this deck loses, a lot of the times it is because you just don't have enough resources to do what you want early game. So I think this can help the early game quite well. And obviously for the late game for Loid, that extra stock can help you get to the triple Loid fashion. If you're like really rolling in the dough, you could even triple Loid and like Anya, Fumio, and that's 10 stock, 8 hand, which is like, we basically had that almost available. We had 9 stock and full hand. So. Yeah, so I think that was a really good demonstration of like a lot of the concepts about this like any Fiona build, just in terms of, you know, how important it is to get that set up, how important it is to actually front profitably so that they are alive on the defense. Because being on the defense just snowballs so hard and makes your opponent side so you take less damage. You get to rig trigger so you can cancel, and then obviously next turn you get a +1 just from her living. If you have another pounce, you just go further plussing. Keep stacking climaxes so that you cancel with them.
Yeah.
And it just all snowballs from there.
I think it's very important to weigh the value of your Fiona surviving versus their thing that you're attacking with Fiona surviving.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the time, the card that you would attack with your Fiona into, that they could like potentially defend with a counter, like probably like 90% of the time, it's going to be something that is worth significantly less than your Fiona staying alive and generating cumulative advantage over the next multiple turns.
Yeah. There is almost no there are so little situations in which you would trade a Fiona at level 1 willingly. You'd already have to be extremely ahead, and just off the nature of this deck, you do have to sacrifice a lot of resources to get the setup down, which means you're probably not going to be in a position where you already have like all the hand you need and like a bunch of stock. So even then, I feel like it's much more prudent to like just side, unless they just have, I don't even know if that kind of target would exist. Just this card that you have to absolutely kill or something.
Another Fiona.
Right. But like we said, like even another Fiona, like it was really hard to justify, right?
Yeah, these counters, man. It's like you always have to be careful of these.
Yeah. The counter is just such a good synergistic piece to Fiona, because you always have exact information on all the top cards of your deck on offense and defense. So you can use the counter and you can blind stock, but half the time it's not even going to be blind. So yeah, that's about it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yep.
I think probably the one last notable thing I think to say about the Fiona package is that, as we did see in this game, it's pretty susceptible to bombs. And you know what set has bombs that recently got announced for an English expansion? Love Live Sunshine.
With the level 1 Chicas.
Level 1 Chicas. That's a pretty good card against this. So I think that if you are an aspiring Love Live player and Fiona is ruining your day...
Did that card get reprinted?
I don't think it's announced for a reprint yet. Last time
it's not in the two new sets, right?
No. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, sorry, not Mirror Ticket. I was already Jumping Heart.
It is not.
Okay.
It's not reprinted in either of the new sets, so we're just waiting to see if...
Alright, well, time to find this card from like 2015.
If the set gets a reprint, then like that is definitely a deck that I think is potentially
not only
a good
Spy, right? Like Spy obviously has very big walls, but also Chainsaw Man. Kind of like off tangent. But let's bring it back to Spy. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I built this deck specifically for the English format, in particular with mind of the level 1 Kishi base. We will be featuring that deck shortly in a couple of weeks when Chainsaw Man comes out. But in short, Chainsaw Man presents 3 10k level 1 cost 0 characters. That is for 99% of the decks a really big problem a really big hassle. And they're just gonna farm advantage off of that wall for like at least like 1 or 2 turns. The way this deck can be built with the cards that Spy has available, you actually can break the build. Not exactly all through one turn, but kind of throughout multiple turns. So let's say that they have 3 Kishi base and you have 2 Fionas and 1 Twilight, and you top check and you hit, you can give 2k to one of the Fionas. This will allow Fiona to attack for 9k on this lane. This Twilight will first attack to get rid of a Kishibe through his level cost 0 clock bomb effect, meaning that he will only have 2 Kishibes here. Those are both 8k now. They get 2,000 per every other Kishibe, 6 space. You can front into this properly because they can't use backups because that's Kishibe's downside. And you can side with this no problem, but then the biggest thing is that next turn they will only have one Kishibe and they can't contest your Fionas at all.
Yeah.
And then the following turn you can just kill that no problem. So this is a really good setup if you're worried about that potential matchup, and that can potentially kind of get that in your favor, because without this card your Fionas just can't do anything. You just have to like triple side. And then if you triple side, yes, if you have the double brainstorm setup you can get them to 8-5, but they're just going to probably triple front you anyways, because chances are you're only going to have like one counter and they're okay with getting countered once and like you losing 2 Fionas. To them that is all worth it all the time. So
yeah, I do think though that this particular card being a green level 1 is a much better fit, and specifically the 8 pants build than this one, because in this one you're already fitting a lot of yellow stuff, and you're not speccing very heavily into green to begin with. Like in this game, I only just leveled green at the end just in case I need a hard play.
Yeah.
But apart from that, there's like no other green. We're prioritizing blue first, obviously for level 1 combo, into yellow for our level 2 package. Whereas this deck, it's basically just like blue, 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 and then like a little bit of green.
Exactly. So like Randall mentioned, there's not a lot of green cards that you would really want to play in Spy Family in the normal Fiona builds. Normally, it would be the early play healer if you did value that flexibility in being able to double heal at level 2 to get out of range. But this card, with the current English meta upcoming into Springfest Trios, I think can give you a bit more incentive to run green. So whether it's like the Loid build, or you want to go with like Anya, but you want to cut the change stuff for green, but you still want to play Anya, that could be an option. So you have a couple ways to go. I think Spy Family has a lot of really nice tech that people just haven't really used. Like I feel like Japanese lists have been really kind of like very cookie cutter, but since English is such a smaller format that we can kind of hone in on, I think that's when really understanding your own set and understanding what options you have and going through exactly the power levels and the lines will help you get an advantage. Alright, that's about it. Coming up, we are going to have a couple more Spy Family games for you. We're going to retire these Fiona builds for now because there are so many other builds that are really cool that we can explore. So we're going to see you guys on the next one. This has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa Collectibles channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.